Hi, I'm Ashadi. I'm a property practitioner in the Bloberg Tableview area, and on today's video I'm going to give you 3 bits of information that I think is very important for a first-time home buyer. And before I start the video, please subscribe to my channel, and this channel is growing all the time. There's going to be really good advice, and yeah, let's begin. So I had a conversation with someone the other day, and they asked me, what do you reckon is the most important thing you could know before you're a first-time home buyer? And besides the obvious, which is the first thing I would say, is go and get pre-qualified. So go and see what you can buy for, so that you don't go out and you buy and you want to buy a property, and you're first-time home buyer and you find the property of your dreams and you can't afford it. You go and you say, subject to me getting a bond plus costs or my bond, and you find out, wow, you don't qualify and you've lost the property. So find out what you can afford, and then do your finances, work out what the transfer costs are and all the fees involved, and that you know what your finances is, so you're prepared when you go out to buy. And then the fact that I think is one of the most important decisions to make, if you don't know what properties, how they're built and how roof structures are, and it is your first property, take your time when you look at the house. And another factor is, if you're unsure, put in the contract, subject to me having somebody come and inspect the property, and then get a home inspector out that can come and look at the roof, come and look at the floor if you're not sure. If it's a newish house and you're quite confident and you know properties, that's fine. But there's a lot of companies out there that'll come and appraise the house or look at the house and tell you, look, foundations are good, the plans are in place, and you know what you're buying. And the third factor, which I find a lot, is people rush the process. They're under pressure. They, wow, this house is going to sell very quickly. Great, get your offer in, but get it subject to you getting someone to go and view it. And the other thing is, when you go and you view a property, don't become too emotional, because when you're extremely emotional, and it is emotional when you're buying property, when you're buying a property and you walk into this property, and that's the property for you, and you just can't get it out of you, and you go, oh, this is my property, I want to put an offer in. The problem is that emotion is going to cloud your judgment on making good decisions, and that's to negotiate a good price. And that's why working sometimes with an agent, if you're working with an agent taking you to other people's listings, and they can just calm you down and say, listen, let's come in with a strategy to get it at the best price. Because once emotions are there, it's very difficult to hide them, and you make rash decisions, and you don't go and you check the property, and you don't look at the whole factors. So just to conclude, just to summarize all 3 things: get qualified, get someone to inspect the property, and don't get too emotional, don't give the game away. Take your time. You're buying a big investment, it's your first property, and hopefully you've looked around all the areas, you know you've made good decisions. And buying property, if you buy a good property, it's the way forward to create wealth for yourself. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. And as I said, please subscribe to the channel. If you need help with buying a property, or getting an agent can also help you with bond consultants that can give you the advice you need. And yeah, have a good week.